Welcome back to another exciting coin discovery video. First, stop scrolling. That simple Washington quarter in your pocket might look like just 25 cents, but some rare versions of this coin have sold for thousands of dollars even when they appear to be in the same condition as common coins. Today, we're uncovering the top 3 most valuable United States Washington quarter dollar coins, all compared in similar condition, yet showing huge differences in value because of rarity, minting errors, and historical importance. So let's get started. First up, the 1987 Washington quarter with a P mint mark, especially in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, something you might even find in everyday pocket change, but collectors know that even common-looking coins can hold surprising stories and value. In this video, we'll explore its background, features, rarity, and whether this coin could actually be worth more than just 25 cents in today's collector market. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic coin has remained a staple of U.S. currency for decades. By 1987, the quarter was already a well-established denomination, widely circulated across the country. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use mint marks on quarters until 1980. So by 1987, the presence of the P had become a normal but important identifier for collectors tracking mint origins. The 1987 P Washington quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 1987. On the reverse, you'll find the classic eagle design with outstretched wings, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. In fine condition, the coin shows moderate where the high points like Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers appear flattened, but major details remain clearly visible. The rim is complete, and lettering is readable, making it a solid mid-grade collectible. Interestingly, the 1987 Washington quarter is known among collectors for its relatively lower mintage compared to surrounding years. In fact, both the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced fewer quarters in 1987 than usual, as the U.S. Mint focused more on coin sets rather than general circulation. While not extremely rare, this lower mintage creates a niche demand among collectors who seek to complete date and mint collections. However, in circulated fine condition, the coin is still considered moderately common, but its demand increases when part of a complete set or in higher grades. When it comes to value, a 1987 P Washington quarter in fine condition typically ranges from about $65,000 million in today's market. While this may not sound extraordinary, it's still several times its face value. Coins in better conditions, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, can fetch higher prices, sometimes reaching $65,000 million or more depending on quality and grading. Special cases, like coins with errors or exceptional preservation, can even go for significantly higher amounts at auction, attracting serious collectors. For collectors, the key to maximizing value lies in condition and careful preservation. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints, and store them in protective holders or albums. Look closely for mint errors, unusual toning, or exceptionally sharp details, as these factors can increase value. It's also a good idea to compare your coin with grading guides or get it evaluated by a professional grading service if you believe it might be in higher condition than average. In conclusion, the 1987 P Washington quarter in fine condition may not be a jackpot coin, but it holds a unique place in U.S. coin history due to its lower mintage and collector interest. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced numismatist, coins like this remind us that even everyday currency can carry hidden value and historical significance. Next up, the 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, especially in circulated condition. At first glance, it may seem like just another old quarter, but this coin represents a major turning point in the U.S. coinage history. From its unique background to its surprising collector demand, this quarter has much more to offer than its face value suggests. The year 1965 marked a dramatic shift in U.S. coin production due to a nationwide coin shortage and rising silver prices. Before 1965, Washington quarters were made of 90% silver, but starting in 1965, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel clad composition. To discourage hoarding, mint marks were temporarily removed from all coins between 1965 and 1967, which is why the 1965 quarter does not display any mint marks at all. Despite being produced in large numbers, this coin carries historical importance as the very first year of the clad Washington Quarter series, making it a key piece for collectors. The 1965 Washington Quarter maintains the classic design by John Flanagan, featuring George Washington's left-facing portrait on the obverse, along with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1965. The reverse displays the iconic eagle with spread wings perched on arrows, framed by olive branches. One of the most important identifying features is the coin's edge. Instead of solid silver, you'll notice a copper-colored stripe sandwiched between nickel layers, confirming its clad composition. In circulated condition, the coin shows visible wear, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, but the overall design remains clear and recognizable. Although the 1965 quarter had a very high mintage, its historical significance as the first clad quarter gives it lasting appeal among collectors. The absence of a mint mark also adds a layer of curiosity for beginners. While circulated examples are generally common, certain rare variations such as silver planchet errors or exceptionally well-preserved coins are highly sought after. These rare error coins can command significant attention at auctions, making the 1965 quarter an exciting piece to examine closely. In circulated condition, a typical 1965 Washington quarter is usually worth between $921,000 million depending on its level of wear and eye appeal. However, coins in higher grades, such as uncirculated conditions, can sell for $921,000 million or more. The real excitement comes from rare error coins, especially those mistakenly struck on silver planchets, which have sold for $921 million at auction. These exceptional finds are rare, but they are what keep collectors searching through everyday coins. For collectors, the 1965 quarter is a great coin to study and collect, especially when learning about clad versus silver coinage. Always check the edge of the coin for its composition, and look carefully for any unusual weight, color, or strike that might indicate an error. Store your coins properly in holders or albums to prevent further wear, and avoid cleaning them, as this can reduce their value. If you suspect you have a rare variety or error, consider having it professionally graded to unlock its full potential value. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is far more than just spare change. It's a symbol of a major transformation in U.S. coinage history. While most circulated examples carry modest value, the coin's background, design, and potential for rare errors make it an exciting addition to any collection. Next up, the 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, especially in circulated fine condition. While many people pass this coin without a second thought, collectors know that 1965 marks a historic turning point in U.S. coinage. In this video, we'll uncover why this coin matters, what makes it unique, and how even a circulated example can still hold surprising value in today's collector and auction market. The year 1965 was a landmark moment for American coins. Due to rising silver prices and a nationwide coin shortage, the U.S. Mint made a major change by removing silver from quarters and switching to a copper-nickel clad composition. This made the 1965 Washington quarter the first of its kind in the modern clad era. To prevent hoarding and stabilizing circulation, mint marks were temporarily removed from coins produced between 1965 and 1967. That's why this quarter has no mint mark at all, even though it was produced in large quantities. Despite its high mintage, the historical importance of this transition gives the 1965 quarter a special place in numismatic history. The 1965 Washington quarter features the classic design by John Flanagan, with a left-facing portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1965 are clearly visible even in fine condition. On the reverse, the powerful eagle with outstretched wings remains the central focus, perched on arrows with olive branches beneath. In fine circulated condition, the coin shows moderate, even wear, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's chest feathers, but all major details are still intact and readable. One of the most important features is the coin's edge, a visible copper stripe between nickel layers, confirming its clad composition and distinguishing it from earlier silver quarters. Although millions of 1965 quarters were minted, their significance as the first clad quarters keeps them in steady demand among collectors. In circulated fine conditions, they are generally common, but they still play a crucial role in completing datesets. The real rarity lies in unusual versions of this coin, such as those accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964. These rare error coins are extremely valuable and highly sought after in auctions. Because of this possibility, collectors often examine every 1965 quarter carefully, hoping to discover a hidden treasure. In circulated fine condition, a standard 1965 Washington quarter typically holds a value between $200 million depending on its appearance and overall preservation. While this is only slightly above face value, the potential for rare variations makes this coin exciting. Higher grade examples can sell for $200 million or more, and rare error coins, especially silver struck examples, have reached prices in the $200 million at auction. These exceptional cases are rare, but they drive strong interest in this otherwise common coin. For collectors, the 1965 quarter is an excellent coin to study and search through. Always check the coin's edge to confirm whether it is clad or possibly silver, and pay attention to weight and color differences. Coins in fine condition should still have clear lettering and strong outlines, so avoid heavily damaged examples if you're building a quality collection. Store your coins in protective holders and never clean them, as cleaning can significantly reduce their value. If you believe you found a rare error or unusually well-preserved coin, professional grading can help determine its true market worth. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, even in circulated fine condition, represents a major shift in U.S. coin history. While most examples are modest in value, their importance, combined with the possibility of rare and valuable errors, makes them a fascinating addition to any collection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos about rare and valuable coins. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries about coins that could be worth big money. See you in the next video.